Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie, and I have a thought for you today as you are starting your day, as you are diving into your morning. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We're tuning in from Wellington, Florida. We are staying with some friends. Actually, our girls are staying with some friends. They're the pastors of the Life Church here. And then we are heading to Marco Island, which I've never been to. So if you've ever been there, tell me, hey, you should go here. Just for 2 days, and we come back to Wellington and hang out here for the rest of the week. So tell me where you were tuning in from. I want to share a story with you that I had one of my friends share with me last night. And it just made me go, yeah, so many people need to have that understanding. And so her name is Joada, and we met online. We met through the KetoMOM page. She started drinking ketones. We became friends. We've met many times in person. She's a promoter on my team. She is so inspirational. And they've had some family changes and they moved as a couple states over. There's some things that have happened over the last year. And so she hasn't been as connected. And so she sent me a message yesterday, and this is for you. Please hear me on this, because she goes, you know what? She goes, I shared a podcast with her. Oh, which, by the way, I said yesterday I would share my favorite podcasts on my stories, and I didn't. I'm so sorry. I will share them today. So she said, I was listening to the podcast that you sent the team. I like to encourage our team. And she goes, she started listening and then listening to another podcast. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, everybody. And she said she decided that she was going to start getting back on track. How many of you have ever said, I'm going to get back on track? Right? So she said I was going to do it. I had these things written down. She works overnights. So she got to the very first day of wanting to get back on track. And when she got home, she was like, oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to. And she said, no, I committed to myself. When did I let myself go? When did I'm going to do this. So she said she pushed through. She did the workout. She did the things, journaling. She was reading. She listened to a podcast. She did the things that she wanted to do. Good morning, Brittany. You're so sweet. And she said, I felt good. And then the next day, day 2, it got a little bit easier. And she goes, here's what I realized. Is she was getting ready in the morning, and I think she turned on a podcast, and the podcast was from Pastor Stephen Furtick. I don't know what it was, but she said, here's the basis of what he was saying. He said, oftentimes people they need to get back on track. They want things to go right. They want better in their life. They have goals and dreams, and maybe they got knocked off the path. They've had a hard season. For whatever reason. And all he did was he said this phrase to her. Joada was like, he said this to me. Have you ever listened to somebody and you're like, oh my goodness, that's for me? So I think she was standing in her kitchen. I might not get this 100% right. I listened to her message last night. And she said, all he said was, why don't you just press reset? Just reset. He said, go back to what was working for you in the past. Go back to when you were achieving what you wanted, or you felt the best, or you felt good. Things were going the way that you wanted them to go forward. Go press reset. And she was like, that's all I needed to hear. Press the reset button. And as she's sending me this message, I was thinking, it's so interesting that she said that, because oftentimes I'll come on this page and I want to like inspire you. I want to tell you, like, if all you do is this and this and this, and I want to give you something that maybe you've never heard before. And I was listening to Joetta's message and I was like, but there really probably isn't something that you haven't heard. It's a continual pursuit of growth and realizing that you're worth investing in, because you can't pour out of an empty cup. And really, it's just a matter of mindset. It's a matter of doing what Pastor Stephen Furtick told Joetta to do through the screen was, it's okay. Just press reset, whatever that means to you. Like, I like to tell people, don't see things worse than they are. Like, maybe you're going, but you don't know. I know. There's a lot of people that have a lot of stuff. And oftentimes we can take our circumstances, we can take our environments, we can take life, and we can make it worse than it actually is, right? With this and with our words. And then if we do that, we spiral out of control and then we do nothing. So whoever needs to hear this, is this making sense? Let me know in the chat. Good morning. Don't see something worse than it is. And maybe you just need to press reset. To me, pressing reset is like, all right, I'm going to draw a line in the sand and I'm going to go, enough is enough. Like, I know it spirals me out of control. Maybe I can't go to that coffee shop. Maybe I'm like, I need to choose better. Maybe instead of binge watching Netflix, I'm going to go for a walk. Like, enough is enough. Like, don't see something worse than it is, because when you do, that causes you to be in front of the TV. It causes you to binge eat. It causes you to yell at your spouse. It causes you to do all of these things, right? But if you press reset, that's almost like you just giving yourself permission to go, I'm going to start over today. Yesterday was the past. Today is today. I'm going to move forward with a reset of doing what I know I need to do. It might not be easy, because Joetta wanted to quit the first day. She's like, I wanted to quit. I was tired. I wanted to say, I've already worked an overnight shift, but she goes, I committed to myself and I'm going to do it. And every single day when you do that and you commit to yourself, it doesn't get easier, but you fall in love with the process. You should be celebrating every single day. Oftentimes we want to celebrate when we get to the end of like I've reached the goal. But if you go, all right, I'm going to celebrate today when I go to the gym. I'm going to celebrate today that I chose not to eat that donut. I'm going to celebrate today because I chose to listen to a podcast, read a book, listen to something insightful instead of the news. I'm going to celebrate because I went for a walk. I'm going to celebrate because I actually had EQ. I didn't yell at my kids and I sat down and have a conversation with them. I'm going to celebrate because I went to the store and I bought what was only on my list and I didn't let the Target store pull me in and buy the 150 things that I do not need. So today, if that resonates with you, my friend Joetta is incredible. I think she's an amazing lady, and she's pressing reset. If that's something that you need to do, go, you know what? I'm going to press reset. I know what worked for me in the past. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to see things worse than they are. I'm going to go, nope, I'm all done. If you are listening and you're like, I actually need some help. Like, I don't know how to get started. I need some help with food. I need some help with understanding what it looks like, how I should be eating. Give me some basic steps. Press food in the comments and I will help you. Send me a message and I'll walk you through some basic steps of actual tactical, like, how much water are you drinking? Here's some idea of some meals. I drink ketones every day. This is a tool that I use. Are you moving your body? Are you reading and being mindful? Like, I can help you with that for sure. But you also have to commit to yourself and not beat yourself up because maybe it didn't go the way that you were going, but now you're committed. All of you are pressing reset. I love it. Yes, it's exactly what Brandy said. Brandy said, I'm going to press reset. She's pressing reset and she's going back to the basics. Don't make this complicated. Don't make this hard. Keep it simple. If all we're doing is talking about food, cut back on the sugar, cut back on the junk, drink more water, think of proteins and veggies, go move your body, tune into the Keto Mom page. You can always go to ketomomsecrets.com and click on recipes, click on book club, click on mindfulness, click on trial packs. I mail these out every single day. Yes, even while we're traveling. And so I just wanted to hop on here, and I hope that encouraged you. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. Reach out with questions, and I look forward to chatting with so many of you. Yes, Lynn, post food below if you guys have questions and just want a basic list of food and how to get started. Otherwise, if you've never tried ketones, post trial in the comments. These are going out every single day. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye.